The ACC tournament is considered the most prestigious of all the college tournaments. Its emergence in 1954 brought about a surge of interest in the brand new Atlantic Coast Conference, creating what is the best and most popular conference in all of college basketball. There's a list of odds for each team to win this tournament, and here's how you might see the numbers emerge. If you see a long shot team, such as Pittsburgh on the board, you might find a plus 350 next to the Panthers. That number, with a plus sign, means you would win $350 if you successfully bet $100 on Pittsburgh to win the conference tournament. If you see minus 120, which means you're looking at a favorite, probably Virginia and possibly Duke, if you saw that number, it means you would win $100 if you bet $120 on Virginia or Duke to win this conference tournament. The ACC tournament has been dominated over the course of 60 years by three schools in particular: North Carolina State from the 1950s plus some years in subsequent decades, North Carolina in the late 60s, most of the 1970s, and a large chunk of the 90s, and Duke in the 21st century plus a few years back in the 60s. Other schools, such as Georgia Tech and Maryland, found an occasional moment, and in 2012 and 2013, Florida State and Miami won their first ACC titles. One school that probably had only one ACC tournament title to its credit entering 2014 was Virginia. This school never did win an ACC tournament in the early 80s, despite having Ralph Sampson, the most dominant player in the ACC during his career in Charlottesville. Virginia was doubted, even though it was a top seed for this tournament, but the Cavaliers moved right through the field and handled Duke in the final to win their second ACC tournament. Don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.